Bournemouth 0, Arsenal 3. Welcome to Rokani Media Football. How are you guys? And where are you watching us from? Arsenal fans are celebrating all over the world after really going ahead to win against the side which was in Bournemouth by 3-0. And for the very first time, Arsenal were in the lead and they scored their first 2 goals at the 10th minute mark of the game. Martin Odegaard scoring a brace, Gabriel Jesus being one of those that led to these goals in the for you at a side which goes by names of Arsenal. And obviously William Saliba scoring the third one, having a very good game, and I really like his reaction and how he returned from all the criticism after really going ahead to score an own goal against himself when they're playing a side which goes by name Leicester. But the chant the fans really gave him, those fans of Arsenal, really energized him to go to the level of going in and really going to the levels that everyone has to talk about. Now, the positives into this game. 1, Arsenal has gone ahead to win its 3rd game in a row, and they're on top of the table with a goal difference of 7 goals. 7 goals, and they are really hitting the ground running. 3 games, 9 points. Maximum points gotten by a side which goes by names of Arsenal. Then they last won their last 3 opening games in the season of 2004-2005. Remember, the previous season of 2003-2004, they were the Invisibles. They won the Premier League unbeaten, and now they are here up and running to really get this to the level where they want it to be. And obviously, Arsenal is all running out to see if they really make it to the levels they want it to be in here onto Rokani Media Football. The other positive is that for the previous 2 games they played, they won 2-0 away at Selhurst Park. I think they scored their first goal in the 30th minute, if I'm not mistaken. Is it 23rd or between the 25th and 23rd and the 30th minute? That's when Arsenal really scored their first goal. You get? In the game of Crystal Palace, they scored their first goal in the 25th minute. That's when they scored their first goal. Now, this time round, it has changed. Arsenal has gone ahead to score its first goal in the first. Let me be exact. Arsenal scored their first goal in the 50th minute. You get, in the 5th minute, and the second goal in the 11th minute. So it shows you how Arsenal responded early enough, meaning that they scored their first goal in the 5th minute, and after 6 minutes, Arsenal went ahead to really go ahead and make it second. So they completed the second half with a 2-0 lead. That's the same lead they went with in the first half, or in half time, when they're playing a side which goes by the names of Leicester City. So lots of positives to talk about in this game of football either for you. Martin Odegaard, very many people are asking themselves, why isn't Martin Odegaard scoring? Why isn't he not creating goals? It shows you that Arsenal now has lots of outlets. I can count you different players of Arsenal that have really gone ahead to score goals ever since the season started. Gabriel Martinelli, Gabriel Jesus, Grant Xhaka, Odegaard, and William Saliba. Now, 5 of the starting 11 players of Arsenal are on the score sheet. They are on the score sheet, and that is a team which goes by the names of Arsenal, and they're really doing great to come in here and really do the needful themselves, because Arsenal is really up and running. I've noted lots of positives in this game of football in the for you that happened in the for you. All right. After talking about goals from different sources, again, Arsenal scored another goal from a set piece. This is the 3rd game in a row Arsenal scoring goals from a set piece. That William Saliba goal came in from a set piece. It was really a set piece, started, and then it really saw itself into the back of the net. This is the goal I'm talking about. That is the goal I'm talking about. That goal came from a set piece. It came from a pure set piece. And that's how Arsenal really went ahead to boss round a team which goes by the names of Bournemouth. So when you look at how things are really going on through, Saliba scored his first goal for Arsenal as far as the Premier League is concerned. In his 3rd game of Arsenal, he has gone ahead to do that in the for you. Fourthly, the other positive in this game, Arsenal have kept a clean sheet. It was so much unfortunate that Arsenal never kept a clean sheet while they were playing at Emirates. It ended 4-2, but they had all chances to keep a clean sheet. You get? But after all that, they've gone ahead to keep a clean sheet, meaning that they've kept 2 clean sheets on the 2 away games they've played, Arsenal is really looking a threat, guys. People were saying I was lying. By the end of last season, I predicted on Kosi Arsenal podcast that Arsenal are in for a very huge and big season if at all they bring in a centre forward, a central midfielder, a central defender, and a left back. Did I say left back? I talked about 4 players, and I told the viewers of Kosi Arsenal podcast that Arsenal will reach 90 points this season. You see, Arsenal has gone ahead to revert what happened last season into this season. They've reversed it. Their first 3 games, Arsenal lost them. You remember the first game, they lost to Brentford 2-0. They lost to Chelsea 2-0. They lost to Man City 5-0. Now, they've won their first 3 games of the opening season of 2022-2023 with 2-0 against Crystal Palace, 4-2 against Leicester, 3-0 against Bournemouth. Bournemouth is not an easy stadium to go on and get in that win, but the way Arsenal approached them, they 100% suffocated them and showed them that they are really the people who really come in here to get the ground running. And Arsenal played like a big team. You see, that domination they had, because in the first half, to show you that Arsenal dominated a side which goes by the names of Bournemouth completely, they never had a corner, they never had a shot on target, neither a shot off target. Did they have any in the first half? They never did they have any of those that I'm talking about. So it shows you how much Arsenal dominated the side of Bournemouth in there for you. Now, the other positive is that even when Gabriel Jesus does not score, he is always involved in creating goals for Arsenal. Remember, he scored 2 and put up 2 assists in the game they played with the side which goes by the names of Leicester City at Emirates. This time round, he has not scored. His goal has been turned down. I'm going to show you how the referee really called that out. His goal was really put down in the for you, but obviously, he went ahead to put in that assist for Martin Odegaard on his second goal. And secondly, he never meant to make an assist for Odegaard. He just decided to really give himself a very good touch that let the ball moving to create space for him to shoot in the back of the net. And obviously, Odegaard was there and placed it to the opposite direction, and it was 2-0 for a side which goes by the names of Arsenal. In the first time, the 11th minute, he put up an assist for a man who goes by the names of Odegaard. And secondly, the first goal that Arsenal scored, who makes it? Ben White loops that ball. It finds Gabriel Jesus. He shields off the defender and turns and faces this goal of Bournemouth. He takes off like 1-2 and then finds a very good, beautiful pass to find Martinelli. And Martinelli hit that ball. The keeper saved it with his left leg, and it found the unmarked Martin Odegaard to place that ball into the back of the net. It shows you how beautiful this man is and how good he is on the field of play, Gabriel Jesus. That's another positive, that even when he does not score, he is involved into the game, because they are centre forwards that we've known that if they don't score goals, they are known anywhere seen in this game of football in there for you. Then there is something else I really noted in here for you. Obviously, you've seen the importance of really getting in or having 2 players per position. Odegaard looked like he was so much silent in the 2 games Arsenal played as far as creating chances and scoring goals was concerned for a side which goes by names of Arsenal. But obviously, after Fabio Vieira stepped onto that bench, do you see how Odegaard has uplifted himself? Because they all know that no player at Arsenal really has a position. No one has a position for Arsenal onto that starting 11 of Arsenal. So he put up and raised up to the occasion and played and put up 2 goals in there for you. That is the captain of Arsenal, Martin Odegaard. Doing great for a side which goes by names of Arsenal, and that first goal is always important in there for you. So Arsenal is really a very good team, according to me, and today they really dominated everything, and this is going to be evidenced into what we call the match stats. Now, that is William Saliba's goal against a side which goes by the names of Crystal Palace in there for, it's Bournemouth. And this is how Zinchenko reacted to that goal. Zinchenko, that is his reaction on this goal of a man who goes by the names of William Saliba, because no one expected it, and even Gabriel Jesus did this. Even Gabriel Jesus had to hold the back of his head with 2 hands. You get? This is William Saliba. This is the goalkeeper of Bournemouth. This is Martinelli. And this is a man who goes by the names of Gabriel Jesus. They are so much surprised with how this man turned it around with that shot that really went to the back of the net and made it 3-0 for Arsenal. Remember, at the result of 2-0, they had really kept this team in play, and the team was so much attacking a side which goes by the names of Arsenal. But Arsenal silenced them when William Saliba put in that effort, and he never left out a side which goes by the name of Arsenal into that scuffle of being threatened. That is the second goal that Martin Odegaard scored, created to him by Gabriel Jesus, but the movement came in from the right side. You see, this is Bukayo Saka, this is Ben White. Bukayo Saka passed in Ben White, then Ben White approached this area. When he approached this area, he really squared or did a cutback pass to find Gabriel Jesus. When Gabriel Jesus controlled it, then he controlled it from his... He had a touch. It was really a beautiful touch, but it was really not a touch that is going to be on his foot. It was a touch that was sending a message that I'm going to shoot. But guess what? Odegaard finds that ball and shoots it in the back of the net. And guess what? What Gabriel Jesus did. This is how he celebrated after this goal. He celebrated when that goal really went in for Martin Odegaard, the captain, and he celebrated it with joy. That is a man who goes by the names of Martin Odegaard in there for you. So let's talk about this man, Bukayo Saka. I really believe that it looks like his confidence is really down because we knew him on scoring goals, but his effort is not recognized by very many Arsenal fans over there. But he is really putting in an absolute effort. If you don't appreciate the effort this guy is putting in, it's really immense. He is really one of those players that contributed to that second goal in there for you, and he keeps running onto that right attacking side of the midfield, and they're having a very good combination with Ben White. And this is something is running in my mind that maybe the manager of England might think of really partnering them because they're really playing very well, and let's wait and see what the manager of England is going to do as far as this team of England is concerned in here onto the Rokani Media Football. And there is something I want to show you. There is a hail coming in from Jamie Redknapp. You know him, he works for Sky Sports, on a man who goes by the names of Gabriel Jesus. He said something. This is what he said, and he was really so much on point as far as this Jesus performance is going on at Arsenal, and how he has really gone ahead to transform a side which goes by names of Arsenal. In his own words, this is what he said for Gabriel Jesus. He said, he's electric. When you want a striker to be a focal point and come in and make an impact, that's exactly what he's done. For the first goal, he's like an electric eel. He's transformed the team. It's such an upgrade from Lacazette and Aubameyang. He's been brilliant signing. Obviously, talk of the brilliant signings of Arsenal. Zinchenko comes in there. Gabriel Jesus comes in there because they have gone ahead to show us that they're really good and they're doing great. Now, one thing Arsenal fans need to know about is that watch a lot on a man who goes by the name Thomas Partey. Thomas Partey is the unsung hero for Arsenal. No one talks about him, but the work he does and puts up in that midfield, I think in the player ratings, you're going to get to know why he is the man I'm really talking about, and I'm really giving him hail in that single pivot. So today they played double pivot, but he played very well. You saw today that Thomas Partey and Granit Xhaka were not given so much license by the manager to go forward a lot. You get? Their progressive runs and passes were really limited. All that work was given to Gabriel Jesus, Martinelli, Bukayo Saka, and Martin Odegaard. But when you look at how Martin Odegaard played today, he was told by the manager not to really get out of the midfield. He was playing centrally a lot. The previous 2 games Arsenal have been playing, the manager Mikel Arteta had ordered him to really draw all go to the left, dive into the right. You get? He was everywhere. It was like playing a free role. But this time around, he told him that, please, I want you to play centrally. I've watched that game. I rarely saw Martin Odegaard go to the right flank or the left flank. He was so much into the central axis of the pitch. And that's why he found himself into scoring positions, because most of the times when that ball was coming, he was really leaning so much or hinging so much onto the Bukayo Saka side or the Martinelli side. But this time around, all those balls found him into an area and he really scored them. He was like a number 9. So the manager really said and ordered them that I want more numbers in the box. That's why you saw Odegaard playing so much centrally, because Gabriel Jesus was leading the line and they really wanted more bodies to be thrown into the box of Arsenal. Zinchenko, a man of all seasons. I really love this guy. You see, the comfortability gives at Arsenal, especially on the ball, when they start that ball and going forward. His passing is immense. He's immense. Ben White also improving a lot. Ramsdale keeping a second clean sheet. I know he's going to be happy in the dressing room. And obviously, he's the man of the moment. And obviously, if there is any genuine call that anyone can make to the English manager of the national team, that is Gareth Southgate. Obviously, don't tell me that you can go in Qatar and don't give Aaron Ramsdale the first choice position of the goalkeeping department of England. Don't tell me he's not going to be the first choice goalkeeper of England. You know, for me, I don't support England. I support Netherlands as my team in the World Cup. You get? And all African teams that are going to play into the World Cup, I'm going to support them. But the other team outside Africa, obviously, I support Netherlands. But if we are really so much genuine with the performances of Ramsdale and the stats he's putting out there, why would Pickford start ahead of this guy? If you're talking about being a sweeper goalkeeper, he's better than him. Talk of shot stopping, he's better than him. Ball playing goalkeeper is better than him. His ball distribution is better than his. So why don't they get this guy into the goal of England? Because he is going to prove them again wrong, because last season he kept 13 clean sheets. This time round, I really believe that they're going to even keep more, because the addition of William Saliba is really going to be so much immense. And what Arsenal should fight in to go into and not fall into this trap is to go ahead and not sign a central midfielder. Tielemans is needed. Today has been benched. The manager of Leicester has come out and really given us a brief on Wesley Fofana and Yuri Tielemans. He told us that there are proposals for some players in my team, but they are not realistic to what the board wants. So that's what is happening in there for you. Obviously, it has been confirmed that they want £35 million for Yuri Tielemans. Arsenal is saying, we are not getting you that money. So the player is saying, I'm going to go on a free. If you don't let me out now, I'm not renewing my contract at Leicester, and I'm going to go out on a free. So that is what happened for Arsenal, and that guy in the names of what guy is the name of I was talking of who? I tend to forget a lot nowadays. I don't know why. I was talking about Ramsdale. Ramsdale deserves really to be the first choice goalkeeper for the England national team, or for the Three Lions. Now, show the stats and how Arsenal dominated. 6 shots by Bournemouth, 14 shots by Arsenal, 1 shot on target by Bournemouth. This was saved by Aaron Ramsdale. It shows you how much Arsenal suffocated them, and kudos to the central defense, because Arsenal has been playing a high line and never really gave them a chance to explore it and really get the ball over the top. And that save obviously was from a header, because I told you in my match build-up that Arsenal is really going to face a threat from a man known as Mo, and they should watch him a lot because his aerial prowess is really good. And the only shot they got on target was that of the header that Mo directed into the goal of Arsenal, but it found the goalkeeper of Arsenal so much alert and really punched it out of the goal. Arsenal had 6 shots on target and 3 went in. Yeah, that's not bad. To convert 50 out of the chances you've created, 50% of the shots you've created on target, that's not bad, but it's still down. 14 shots and only 6 were on target. It's still down. They need to be having like 8 or 9. You get? 8 or 9, and Mikel Arteta will demand for more. 41% ball possession for Bournemouth. Arsenal had 59%. For this, Mikel Arteta is going to call for more, because he is a football possession coach. He wants to have a lion's share of the possession, and Arsenal needs to really improve on this, because if you are leading a team of Bournemouth by 2-0 by 11 minutes, then What stopped you from really passing that ball around? You get? This possession needed to be at around 70%. So Arsenal need to go in and really make it better. 402 passes completed by Bournemouth. This is not allowable by Mikel Arteta, because for him he made 575. If I thought he had made 400 and he had like 700, it would have been okay, because he wants to put out like ×2 the number of passes that a team which goes by the names of Bournemouth put up. So he really believes that they can work on this and improve this as the season grows older. 78% passing accuracy for Bournemouth, 89% passing accuracy for Arsenal. 12 fouls, it means Arsenal really suffocated them a lot, and Arsenal had 10 fouls in there for you. 2 yellow cards for Bournemouth and 1 yellow card that went to Gabriel Jesus after falling. Shows you how much he really goes deep back to get that ball back and really press from that side. He presses from the front, and even when they're attacking Arsenal, he really adds his body to the number of bodies that Arsenal is really having down there. Then 1 offside for Bournemouth and 3 for a side which goes by the names of Arsenal. 3 corners for Bournemouth, 4 for Arsenal. And I really believe that the manager Mikel Arteta will demand for more on Arsenal. Let me show you the Premier League table as it stands. Of course, Arsenal are leading and they're on top of the Premier League table for this time round. I told you after the Tottenham Hotspur game, if I told you watched my match reaction, that the only team today that is in line to get Tottenham off the first spot of the Premier League table is obviously Arsenal, and they've gone ahead to win a side which goes by the names of Bournemouth by 3-0, making it 3 games, 3 wins, 0 draws, 0 losses, goals scored at 9, 2 goals conceded, goal difference of 7 goals and 9 points. Remember, Arsenal last season had a very poor goal difference. They conceded lots of goals, though they kept close to very many clean sheets, but there are games that they conceded very poor goals in the face. So Man City is playing tomorrow, and they're playing Newcastle. If at all they win that game and they will score close to 3 goals, then they'll be level with Arsenal, and then we'll see who has scored very many goals, and that is where we're going to see who is really going to go ahead and be on top of the table. But Newcastle is not an easy nut to crack. That's what you should know. And I know it's not going to be an easy game for Man City. Obviously, Newcastle is going to put up a fight. So guys, thank you very much for watching in. That has been my match reaction. I'm returning with Mikel Arteta's reaction to Arsenal 3, Bournemouth 0 onto this channel, which goes by the names of Rokani Media Football. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Guys, subscribe to this channel because we are less by all 50 subscribers to hit 6,000 subscribers on this channel. Guys, can we really fight to this and really see to it that we really make it happen? Thank you guys for watching in. I sign out for now. See you later. But your reaction to Bournemouth 0, Arsenal 3 is welcome into the comment section below. Arsenal up and running, 3 games, 9 points, top of the table. Mikel Arteta is on the wheel. I'm out.